We have two very special guests in our studio this morning. In fact, it was 51 years ago this summer that the Vietnam War conflict began. But this man may have been part of a mission that could have ended the whole thing before it escalated and became something that we know is that was very damaging to our nation. We're standing by with Major Don Harden and, of course, the author of this book. This is Craig Collins, and this is Midair. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Great, thanks.
There's so much that took place with you, sir, and so much surrounding the 1965 situation that you were in. Tell us a little bit about everything that you went through and you survived.
It would take some time,
right? It would take some time.
Well, we two Mather crews out of Mather Air Force Base. We landed in Guam 4.5 months later. We flew the first B-52 combat mission in Vietnam. And unfortunately, there was a typhoon in the area. It's Category 5. Fourth largest typhoon in history, and it sucked us into the storm, so our leader did a 360. And I looked up, and here's two B-52s coming together at 1,100 miles an hour. We hit head on. I blew our right wing off, knocked their tail off, and they went down in a spin, and we went straight on down. I ejected just barely in time as the plane exploded, and landed in a Category 5 typhoon with 70-foot waves, and somehow survived it. 3 navigators and I survived and killed 8 guys. But it kind of set back Sacramento for a little while. And,
is that right?
Yeah, we got back here, a couple of weeks later, and it was really hairy. But that's how the Vietnam War got started. But we had a mission.
From that mission in 1965?
Yeah.
Wow.
June 18th, 1965. And we went to... When we got to Guam, we played on the beach for 4.5 months because the politicians couldn't figure out what to do. Had we done this mission when we were supposed to do it,
in February 1965.
In February instead of the 4 months later.
Yeah, we would have hit the Phu Quien airfield northwest of Hanoi and got their attention, and we probably could have ended the war with 2 or 3 of those missions.
Really?
And it's in this book.
Now, is that the actual mission that's called, I think it's called Linebacker?
No, it's called Arclight 1. I wrote the book Arclight 1.
The Linebacker mission was in December 1972.
Yeah.
They bombed Hanoi for the very first time. No B-52s ever went to Hanoi for the duration of the war. And finally, Nixon wanted to end it, so in late December 1972, he sent just about every B-52 they had, bombed Hanoi for about 11 straight days, except for Christmas. And 3 weeks later, they signed the Paris Peace Accords. And he was on the Linebacker 2 mission flying F-111s.
No, I was flying F-111s. But I also flew 2 tours in F-105s right in the middle of the war, so I got the first, middle, and last of the war.
Yes.
And people ask me, why did you do that? Well, survivor's guilt is a very powerful thing. So is post-traumatic stress.
Yes, sir.
And it took me the rest of my life to finally recover from it all.
Well, Major Harden.
He's the only pilot to have flown in Vietnam from the very first bomb drop in '65 to the very last in '72, and the only pilot to have flown the B-52, F-105, and F-111 in combat, and the only pilot to have parachuted into a Category 5 storm, I'm quite certain.
There is a lot to cover in this great book with amazing pictures, and just the storytelling is great. Craig Collins, by the way, is the author of the story. It is Midair. The book, you can find it. It's everywhere, bookstores. You can also get it on Amazon. And I think our viewers would say, as I toss a break here, Major Harden, you are an amazing survivor and a soldier, and you're so lucky. You should be playing the lottery, sir. Go play lottery tickets. Good Day continues right after this. We're coming right back.